Hello guys, so in this video we are going to say this particular problem, maximum number for which you can work. So I have gone through the discussion forum on this particular question, and whatever I have understood, let me share it with you guys. Okay, so what the problem says is there are n projects numbered from 0 to n, and you are given an integer array milestone where each milestone denotes the number of milestone the ith project has. So you are given n projects, and for each projects you are given an array milestone where each of the elements of that particular milestone denotes the corresponding milestone of that particular project. For example, if we have milestone I, that will represent how many milestone it is for this particular project I. Okay, now you can work on a project based on two rules. So the first rule is each milestone you will be for 1 week. Okay, so every week you will finish exactly one milestone on one project. You cannot work on two milestones for the same project for two consecutive weeks. So it basically means that for each week you can work on a single project. Okay, and in 1 week you will cover one milestone, and you cannot work on two consecutive project on two consecutive weeks. Okay, so this is basically what it means. Let's see this with an example. Like if you can see like 1 to 3 is there, so the answer is 6. How we are getting this? Let's see with an example. Okay, so see, let me. I have taken this particular example 1, 2, and 5. So let me put this. This is our project number 1. This is our project number 2, and this is our project number 3. So if you will see this here, this is the maximum number of milestone this particular project. The third one is. So, see, what we have to do is we can't have two consecutive weeks on the same project. So, suppose if we have worked for a first week on third project, next time we will have to work either on the second one or either on the first one. Okay, we can't do go and work on the third one only. So, suppose for the first week, we have to maximize the number of weeks I can work. So, for example, let's see here. If we have, suppose we took the third one, the third project. And if you see this, two consecutive values should not be same. So if I put it 3, then again I put it 3, then 3, then 3, then 3. Why have put it 5 times? Because we have like 5 milestones that we can cover for this particular project. Now, why I have taken this maximum one only with maximum milestone? Because, okay, before that, let's understand this. 2 weeks or 2 weeks cannot have same project. It means we have to fill this particular gap between these two projects with some other project, either one or two. Okay, same goes for this particular gap, same here, same here. Okay, now let's see this gap we should fill. So currently what we have is the second project we can repeat 2 times, and the first project we can repeat 1 times. So let's use this. Let's put 2 here and 2 here. Now we have completed the two project altogether. Now we have left one. So now put 1 here. Now we don't have anything. And there in the problem it was said we can't see. We can work until see until the rules are violated. You will stop working. Okay. Like if any of these two criteria are not met, then we'll stop working. Now see here. Now we have worked on third first, then we have moved to second. Then again we have switched back to third, then again second, then again move back to third, then again one, and then the third one. So basically what you can see is how many weeks we after this third we don't have anything, we only have 3 left, but that will violate the law or the rule that we have seen in the previous slide, so we won't take this. Okay, so we have the answer up till this one. So first if we have one to third, then second, then third, then second, the third, then one. So how many weeks we have worked? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have worked on like for maximum for 7 weeks. Now to get this a better intuition about it, you can just understand, suppose we have here 1, then 2, then 2, then 3, then 3, then 3, then 3, then 3. Okay, 5 3s. Okay, so what I have done is like number of miles that I've written, I've just repeated them here. So what you can do is we have to jump from one to other and from other to other. That is what we have to do. We can't jump from the same value to itself. Okay. So what I'm doing here is, if you can see, I'm taking the first one, the maximum one, because I'm saying you just get the intuition. From 3 we are jumping to 2. From 2 we are jumping back to 3. The next one. See, these are not consecutive. After 3 we have come 2, then 3. Then from here again I'll jump to this 3. Now from this 2, I'll jump back to this 3. Now we don't have anything here to jump from this again. So what we'll do is we'll take this one, we'll put it here, and then we'll jump here. Now again from here we can jump to this 3. So you can basically get an intuition like this. If the number of values that you are getting here, that is in this particular row, if this all those values here, or the number of milestones that we are covering here, is less than this maximum one, then what we will do is the minimum of these two, we will do twice of it. You can see like 2 is there, 2 is here, and 1. So basically 3 here, and the corresponding will come to this 3 by jumping from other threes. So 1, 2, 3, from these 3 we have jumped here, and at last from this we have jumped to another one, this one. Okay, so what we can do is, for all the remaining values that we have except this maximum one, we are jumping 2 times from there, like from another one to this, and from this to this. So 2 times of whatever the remaining, plus 1. Why? Because at the last we are jumping from this to this position and we are finishing here. So this last one, this. So whenever you are getting this particular value, like except this maximum one, whatever the other milestone that we have, if you sum all of those, and that thing is less than the maximum one, so you can see like this will be something like this. You will have multiple rows here, and you will have few only here, because the sum of all the milestone will be less than the maximum one. So in that case what will happen is, you will be able to jump from this here, this here, this here, this, and this, like the minimum one into twice, because we are corresponding one is here, plus one of this thing. So we have got our one of the condition, like if the value that is the maximum one, if from the maximum one we are like whatever remaining one, okay, whatever remaining that we have, if that remaining is less than equals to max plus 1. Okay, why is this? See, we have seen here 5 values of 3. So if you see how many gaps were there, 3 and 3, so there were 4 gaps. Getting my point? So whatever value that you are getting here, the remaining one, if the remaining one is, sorry, here it will be minus, if the remaining one is less than equals to the number of gaps that we have, then surely we can use this particular formula. Getting my point? That is why I have given this. If the remaining is less than or equals to maximum minus 1, then you can multiply it by 2 and plus 1, and that will give us the result we have. Now what will happen if this particular value remaining grows more than this particular one? So let's see that with an example. We'll use this particular approach only, like filling up the gaps, so that will help us visualize it more clearly. So if you see it, let me change the color first. Okay, see, we have 5, so let me put 5 here. 5, 1, 2, sorry, the third project, sorry. So now this is project 1, this is project 2, this is project 3. So third project will be repeated 5 times. Now we are the second one. The second one has 4. Now if you can see, 4 plus 2, 6 is already greater than the number of gaps that we have. We have only 4 gaps, but we have to fill 6 values. So of course that is greater than this one. So in that case, what will happen, if you can see, let's go step by step. So always remember, we are going to short this thing, And after sorting, what we get, the value that we'll get in here will always be less than or equals to the value that we'll be getting here. So what we'll do is, this 4 is like the second project can come 4 times. So let me put it here: 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. So basically, this particular 4 will always be less than equals to 5 because we have sorted it. Now what we'll do is, from 3 we move to 2, from 2 we move to 3, from 3 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 2, and 2 to 3. So by doing this, we have covered the second project and we have covered the fifth project. Now this second one, this first project can come 2 times. So how are we going to use this thing? So basically, you can do what? Instead of going from this 2 to 3, what we can do is, we can go from 2. Let me erase this one as well. So what we can go from 2 to 1, and then again from 1 to 3. We can go from 2 to 1 and again go to 1 to 3. So this way you can see, like, we can insert any number of values that we have. I mean that if you get any number of values here, if you get any number of values, suppose this 2 was coming, this one was, suppose, much more value. For example, if you see the 6 here, it is repeating 6 times, then it is repeating 5 times, then it is repeating 4 times. So what is the value, whatever value that we will get here, that will be less than this particular value. So basically, the number of gaps that will be there will always be greater than any value that you will get on the left of this maximum value. Get my point? So, and since those gaps are greater than or equals to the values that we will get here, you can already insert it into this particular chain. How? Suppose if you want to insert another value, and if you have to, suppose you have to insert only 4, you have to insert 3 values more. So what you can do, you can just remove this particular chain, add that particular value here, and put it here. Remove this chain, add it here, then put it back here. This is not exactly one. I'm saying like any value that we have. Okay, suppose x, and then instead of 2, put x, and then so any value that you can get after this particular 6, you can insert it like this in any way, because the number of gaps that we have is equals to the maximum value minus 1. 6 minus 1, there is 5 gaps. 5 gaps will be there, and the values, since it is sorted, so every value that we have here will always be less than this particular 5. And since it is always less than 5, we can create another link and add it here. So by this, what I mean is, if the value, that is the remaining sum, is greater than the last one, then you can add it like this. Like if any number of them are there, you can add all of them. That is why when we have this particular situation, that is the remaining sum is greater than or equals to the maximum one, then in that case, the answer will be sum of all milestone. That is, we can cover all the weeks by this particular fashion. Okay, we'll go from 3 to 2, 2 to 1, then 1 to 3, then 2, then 1, then 3, like this. Okay, try this, this particular example, some of the examples, try run this, and you will get a much clarity about this. Okay, now let's see the code. So here what we are doing, nothing, like sum is here, maximum, we are finding out the maximum, we are finding out the sum, and then we are checking the remaining sum is equals to sum minus max. Okay, if the remaining sum is less than equals to max minus 1, we are returning twice of the remaining sum plus 1, and else we are returning the sum. So this is like, the code is simply easy. It's just that the intuition that we have to get from this particular part. Okay, if it is greater, how it is equals to the sum, because we can break the original link. If we have, suppose, 3 2 3, we can break the original link, insert another one, and create a new link. So this is and like, this one will not be repeated here again. Why? Because the number of one will be always less than equals to number of gaps, and all those ones will be covered in the subsequent gaps. So this one will not be repeated again. Okay. So this was the basic the intuition about this problem. Let me submit and then show you. This is the code. Let me submit it. Yeah, see. So this is what the question was. I have tried to explain this question as much as I can. And if you have understood this video, like it, share it, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.